Coming up on tonight's Newswatch, we're giving the latest updates on the Las Vegas shooting investigation.
As well as the tragic passing of a rock icon, Tom Petty. Don't go anywhere, you're watching Newswatch.
Thanks for watching and have a good rest of your night and week. Stay classy, Cyclones.
Good evening, and thank you for tuning in to Newswatch. I'm Gracie Vatthauer.
And I'm Hollie Schlesselman. Thanks for joining us.
It was a sad day for many rock and roll fans as the news of Tom Petty flooded the internet. On Sunday, Petty was found unconscious and was in cardiac arrest at his home in Malibu. He was pronounced dead at the UCLA Medical Center on Monday evening. His career started back in 1960, including his hit songs, Free Fallin', I Won't Back Down, and You Don't Know How It Feels. He was 66 years old.
3 United States Army Special Forces troops were killed, and 2 were injured Wednesday in Niger after an alleged attack by an Al-Qaeda affiliate. The attack occurred while the troops were on a training mission that was about 120 miles north of Niamey, the capital of Niger. This area is near the border with Mali, where militants with Al-Qaeda in the Islamic Maghreb, an affiliate with Al-Qaeda, according to U.S. military officials, the American soldiers were training and providing assistance to the Nigerian armed forces when the attack occurred. Our hearts go out to the families devastated by this tragedy.
On Wednesday, October 4th, a man was arrested after carrying a weapon on school grounds of DMACC campus. Weijang Chu, age 22, who is originally from Ames, was arrested for carrying a weapon on school grounds. He was removed from a class as he had a semi-automatic handgun in the wristband of his pants. Chu told police that he had a permit to carry and did not know it was illegal to carry a handgun on school grounds. His permit was issued through Story County, not Boone County. He is currently being held at the Boone County Jail, and the public was not endangered during this incident.
In a press release from this morning, it was announced that the Las Vegas gunman, Stephen Paddock, previously had booked rooms at the Blackstone Hotel in Chicago, Illinois. These rooms overlooked Grant Park during the Lollapalooza Music Festival this summer. Paddock booked a room on August 1st, just 2 days before the festival began, and another on the 3rd. Both were booked for the duration of the festival, although it has been confirmed that no guest stayed in those rooms during that time. Officials have not yet found a motive for the Las Vegas shooting that occurred this last Sunday, but do say it was premeditated and meticulously planned. The investigation of Paddock is still ongoing. Stay tuned after the break. This is Newswatch.
Welcome back to Newswatch. Spain and Catalonia have been feuding for many years, but now they're finally separating. A Catalan official states that 90% of the 2.3 million people that voted on Sunday were in favor of their independence from Spain. Spain's law enforcement actually lashed out on the protesters and shut down the voting. The policemen shot rubber bullets at the voters to prevent the Catalans from voting. Over 900 people were injured in this action. Catalonia is Spain's richest region, and they have made their own language and developed their own culture. It has been extremely strong over the past few years.
Netflix subscribers may not be happy with the streaming service soon. Netflix will be raising its charges for its different streaming services to fatten its profit margins as it spends more and more money to finance its own original programming for shows like Stranger Things or Orange is the New Black. Prices will be increasing from $10 to $11 a month for the high-definition plan that allows subscribers to view shows or films on 2 internet devices at once. The other price change will be for the plan that includes ultra-high definition, which will raise from $14 to $17 a month. It was not said when these changes will be made.
October is National Campus Sustainability Month, and to celebrate that, ISU is hosting the national event this year. It is going to be on October 26th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the South Library lawn. This event celebrates campus and community commitment to sustainability. The theme for this year is Make Waves, to let students know that they can make a big change in the world. Many organizations and local businesses will also be in attendance. They will be offering free bike and longboard tune-ups, as well as free snacks and coffee.
Westwood Elementary School in Ankeny was closed for the day on Wednesday after a body of a woman was found on the playground around 4 a.m. The body has not been identified. Ankeny officials stated in a news release that the suicide was in no way related to the Johnston Community School District threats that led to the district closing on Tuesday. The news release also stated that counselors and social workers were sent to the elementary to assist staff during this time. School counselors have also opened their doors to students who may or want help after this tragedy.
The blood drive took place in the Memorial Union this past week. Here's Zach and Chloe with more.
Iowa State students herded to the Memorial Union this past week to save lives. Maybe not like a superhero, but just as effective. Iowa State University hosted their biannual blood drive that ran from Monday to Thursday. With the recent tragedies that have taken place, there's no better time to donate blood for the people in need.
With all the things that have happened, whether it's Vegas or the hurricanes all across the country, blood's more important than ever. You just lay there for 15 minutes, and you save 3 lives every time. So please come do it. It's the best gift you can give.
I think especially with like the recent events in Vegas, that's kind of just a reminder as to like why it's important to donate. And I think like what you can do during like a time of need, and the need is like always persistent.
The Iowa State Blood Drive is the largest in Iowa and the second largest student-run blood drive in the country. Although 38% of U.S. people are eligible to donate, only about 10% actually donate. It's important to know how beneficial one donation can be.
When it like all boils down to it, you're really healthy and you're able-bodied, so kind of why wouldn't you? Because obviously the person that needs your donation needs it for a reason, and they've been through some sort of trauma, so I think that 15 seconds of pain and, I don't know, getting over that fear of needles for a little bit is really worth it in the end.
The fall blood drive has come to an end, but it will be back in the spring.
Welcome back to Newswatch. I'm meteorology student Hannah Messier. Right now it's a little bit cooler, 62 degrees in Ames, currently 64 in Carroll, and 61 degrees in Sioux City. And it's also 60 degrees in Spencer and 56 in Madison. We'll have rain through tonight, and that's going to stick around all the way till Saturday. And the temperatures will be cool with that, 70s all through our weekend. And as we look at national weather, we do have a tropical storm, Nate, moving through the Gulf, which I will talk about. Here is Tropical Storm Nate. It did make landfall in Central America. A few deaths with that. And we'll watch it go through, its path currently shows it going through New Orleans in South Louisiana, but it'll only be a Category 1 hurricane up to that point, which will be good, and it should be by Sunday, it'll reach landfall in the United States. Saturday is when it turns into a Category 1 hurricane. And this has definitely been a longer hurricane season for us here in the Gulf of Mexico, especially with all those hurricanes popping up in Texas and Florida. And then our temperatures in the Midwest, it's 64 degrees in Des Moines, 59 in Sioux Falls, 64 degrees in North Platte, Nebraska, a pretty cool one all throughout our country. And then satellite right now, we have the showers and thunderstorms moving across southern Iowa and into Mason City. So definitely keep a good lookout for that. Right now, we have 61 degrees in Fort Dodge, 63 in Carroll. Then winds are going to be all over the place, 8 miles per hour in Sioux City, 6 in Carroll, only 3 miles per hour in Ames. Tonight's lows were going to be in the 50s, 54 in Carroll, 54 in Fort Jobs, 56 in Mason City. Our highs for tomorrow, we're only going to get to the 60s in northern Iowa, 66 in West Union, 68 in Waverly, 72 in Newton, 72 in Montezuma, so a little bit warmer in the south. And then we head over here, 70 degrees in Harlan, 70 degrees in Atlantic, and 71 degrees in Creston.
65 degrees in Denison, and it'll be 57 degrees in Rock Rapids, 60 degrees in Storm Lake, and 61 degrees in Pocahontas. So we're going to be in the 60s all throughout Iowa tomorrow. Our futurecast shows that we do have some rain in store for tomorrow morning, spotted showers in Fort Dodge, Carroll, and possibly moving into Ames. The big story will be tomorrow night. We're going to have this squall line push into Sioux City around 7:30. That'll sweep its way through Ames and the rest of Iowa into Saturday morning. A few storms will still possibly be in the area. This is good news for our drought monitor, which came out on October 3rd. We have some enhanced drought still south of Des Moines, though Ames is slightly getting out of its drought. So that rain will definitely bring us some better conditions. Tonight, 59 degrees, scattered thunderstorms. Right now it's calm and clear. Tomorrow, though, we definitely have some chances for rain, as we saw on our future cast, which we will take a look at. It's 70 degrees tomorrow, mostly sunny, showers and thunderstorms, winds coming out of the southeast at 10 miles an hour. Then our extended forecast, we definitely do see that rain chance for Friday and Saturday. Things start to clear up on Sunday, but not for long. Monday definitely sees some showers again, and the temperatures are going to stay in the 60s as we head into the rest of your week, and I'll have sports for you after the break. Keep watching Newswatch.
Welcome back to Newswatch. I'm Zach Williamson with your sports report. Last night, the women's volleyball team took on the Baylor Bears at Hilton Coliseum. The night was tagged as Noche Latina, meaning Latin night. The first 100 students received free tacos from Rico's Tacos. Although the night was filled with fun, mariachi music, and celebrated senior Genesis Miranda's Puerto Rican heritage, the Cyclones did not get the W. The offense was struggling throughout the entire game, and this continued as they were held to their season low for points in a game as the Bears beat them in 3 straight sets. This weekend, the girls will have a break and will be able to regroup before they are back and ready to attack in Hilton Wednesday against Kansas State. First serve will be at 6:30 p.m. Iowa State Athletic Director Jamie Pollard was awarded the highest honor from his alma mater's Alumni Association. The Distinguished Alumni Award presented by the University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh is earned annually to UW-Oshkosh graduates who are both active and recognizable in their career for their accomplishments. Since Pollard began working for the university 13 years ago, he has led our athletic department by tripling its revenues, improving numerous facilities, and recording all-time program bests both on and off the field. Cam Newton, quarterback for the Carolina Panthers, lost his sponsorship agreement with Danon on Wednesday. The 28-year-old drew criticism after a comment made at a press conference that same day. When he was asked about the route running of receiver Devin Funchess by reporter Jordan Rodriguez, he replied, "It's funny to hear a female talk about routes." According to the New York Times, Senior Director of External Communications for Danon, Michael Newworth, stated, quote, "We are shocked and disheartened at the behavior and comments of Cam Newton toward Jordan Rodriguez, which we perceive as sexist and disparaging to all women." Cam has yet to comment. To make matters worse, Rodriguez said Wednesday that she had discussed his comment with him after the press conference, and he did not apologize. The Minnesota Lynx beat the Los Angeles Sparks last night 85-76 in Game 5 of the WNBA Finals. This was the team's fourth championship, and the game also happened to be revenge against the Sparks, of which beat the Lynx last year in Game 5 on a last-second shot at their home court, beating them 77-76. This year, however, was a little bit different, and the best-of-5 series teetered back and forth between the teams, raising the anticipation higher and higher. Needless to say, it was an unforgettable game for the WNBA. That's all for sports. You're watching Newswatch.
Welcome back to Newswatch. As the celebration of the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences, or CALS Week, comes to an end, the fun will continue into next week with a concert by Dustin Lynch. He has racked up 3 consecutive #1 hits, Small Town Boy, Hell of a Night, and Seein' Red. The country superstar is coming to Ames at the Hanson Agricultural Student Learning Center next Wednesday, October 19th. He is joined with special guests Jackie Lee and Justin Adams. Tickets are still available. Go to MidwestIX.com or stop by the maintenance shop on ISU campus.
State University Theater will be wrapping up its Out of the Fire, the band books monologues this weekend. The show contains 15 monologues from 15 different students and covers the idea of banned books. ISU Theater adapted this series from the Forward Theater Company of Madison, Wisconsin. Two students, Matt Wymore and Emily Horner, have written their own monologues for the series. The final performances will be Friday night and Saturday night at 7:30. Tickets are $18 for adults, $16 for seniors, and $11 for students. These can be purchased at the door or online through Ticketmaster.
Grab your furry four-legged best friend and head to the Iowa Arboretum in Madrid, Iowa, this Saturday for the Boone Area Humane Society's annual Paws in the Park 5K Run Walk. The money raised from the event will support Boone Area Humane Society. It's on Saturdays, October 7th from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Go to www.iowaarboretum.org for more information.
Fear Seekers of Ames, get ready. The Ames Haunted Forest opens this Friday. The forest has a few new attractions this year, including a haunted orphanage and a hotel-themed maze as an introduction to the rest of the forest. The rest of the forest will have the classic Halloween thrills, flashing lights, mind games, loud sounds, and spooky actors that jump out at you. The Haunted Forest opens at 7 p.m. tomorrow at 1400 4th Street, which is just across from the Jack Trice Stadium. Admission is $15 and will be cash only. In our new partnership with Student Government, here is Ben Olson with a rundown of what happened in this week's meeting.
On Wednesday, the Iowa State Student Government held their weekly meeting in the Campanile Room of the Memorial Union.
Boss, here. Nadine.
The meeting was made up of the Student Executive Branch, Student Senate, and Gathering, which is open to all ISU students.
Just not taking the class at all, because hey, if I can't afford the textbook, why take the class?
Suggestion where you put in the bottom right, you put the text with the cardinal red. I think that would look nice too.
Just to talk really quickly about the ad hoc committee that I've decided to create.
The meeting was drawn out by many committee and organizational funding votes.
The funding bills in general were probably the most important thing for tonight, because we had a lot of intense conversations about what should be funded and what shouldn't be funded, and that was really important.
Afterward, Senator Kerner explained the most controversial bill of the night.
Our election commission was brought forward, and there was a member being appointed to the election commission, which we ultimately decided was not fully fulfilling the Constitution, because the president wasn't part of that process in choosing the member of the election commission that was proposed to be added to the election commission.
The next student government meeting is in the Campanile Room at 7 p.m. on October 11th. For ISU TV, I'm Ben Olson.
And that's it for tonight's edition of Newswatch. Thank you for tuning in.
Stick around for Ames Tonight and come back next week for more news, weather, and sports. Stay safe and have a great night, Ames.